Welcome back, guys. So last class we discussed about single proportion testing formulas. So today we would be dealing with the question. So the very first question is: in a sample of 1,000 people in Karnataka, 540 are rice eaters and rest are wheat eaters. Can we assume that both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular in the state at 1% significance level? So here you have been given 1% significance level. So the very first thing is you need to identify n, that is number of sample size. So what is n? N is 1,000 people. Now sample proportion. What is sample proportion? Sample proportion is small p, and that would be, what is proportion? 540 are rice eaters. So we are concerned by rice eaters. So rice eaters are 540 out of 1,000. So proportion is 540 by 1,000, that is 0.54. Now the second thing is population proportion. Population proportion of rice eaters is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Now this is capital P. Now what is capital Q? That is 1 minus capital P, that is 0.5. Why did we write 1 by 2? Because we are testing that we assume both rice eaters and wheat eaters are equally popular. If it is not true, then we will conclude that it's not true. So when they are equally popular, then in population proportion, the rice eaters are 1 by 2 and wheat eaters are 1 by 2. So we have taken rice eaters 1 by 2. Now, what is the formula? The formula is Z is equals to small p, that is sample proportion, minus capital P, that is population proportion, divided by under root capital P into capital Q under small n. What is small n? Small n is sample size. So now we will assume our null hypothesis, that is H naught. So H naught is both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular. So you remember, we read in the procedure that we need to fix H naught. So what you will do is, you know the formula of Z, that is small p minus capital P under under root P capital P into capital Q under n, that is small n. So in null hypothesis, just see the numerator and put an equal to sign between them. That is small p is equals to capital P. That would be your null hypothesis. Or you can also put the value of capital P, that is 0.5, but it's preferred to keep it in variable only. So and in alternative hypothesis, what you will do is, you will see the numerator of the formula and just put not equal to between them, that is small p not equal to capital P. This is how you will fix your null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. This is the easiest trick you will know. So now test statistics. What is test statistics? Here Z is equals to small p minus capital P under root, that is divided by under root capital P into capital Q divided by small n. So here small p we calculated was 0.54 and capital P was 0.5. So 0.54 minus 0.5, and that is divided by under root 0.5 capital P into 0.5, that is capital Q, divided by number of samples, that is 1,000. So that would yield 2.532. If you get the value of Z in negative, then you just take the mod. That would be your value. Always take it positive, 2.532. Now this is the value of Z or Z, whatever you call. So now what we'll do is, now we need to calculate Z alpha, because we need to compare, then arrive to the conclusion where our null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis, which is true and which is accepted, which is not accepted. So here, what is the level of significance? Level of significance was 1%. So see, for 1%, and two-tailed. What is two-tailed? Two-tailed is small p not equal to capital P. So for 1% two-tailed, the value is 2.58. Okay, and R value is 2.532. So table value or Z alpha at 1% level is 2.58. So what is the conclusion? Calculated value, that is 2.532, is less than table value, that is 2.58. Therefore we accept null hypothesis H naught. So we can conclude both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular. I hope you got this. So there's another question for you to practice. This is the question. You should practice this on your own. A die was thrown 9,000 times, and of these 3220 yielded a 3 or 4. Is this consistent with hypothesis that the die was unbiased? You try it for a second, pause the video, give a try, and then we'll solve it together. So let us discuss the problem. So here the sample size is n equals to 9,000. So what is our small p? That is sample proportion. This is small p, not capital P. Small p, that is sample proportion of getting 3 or 4 in 9,000 throws. We have been given 3220. That 3220 divided by 9,000, that would be 0.3578. What is population proportion of success? Capital P of getting 3 or 4. So in a die, we know that if how many times we get 3, how many times 3 occurs, that is 1. We have only one face with 3, number 3, that is 1 by 6. Total number of faces are 6, so 1 by 6 plus, or is always denoted by plus, 4. One face, there is only one face of 4, so 1 by 6. So 2 by 6, that is 0.333, or you can write 0.34. So capital Q is 1 minus P, that is 0.66. So now set the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis H naught is equals to P, small p, equal to capital P. And alternative hypothesis, small p not equal to capital P. I told you, just see the formula, see the numerator of the formula, and for null hypothesis put equal to between them, and for alternative hypothesis put not equal to if it is two-tailed. Then test statistics is Z is equals to small p, that is sample proportion, minus capital P, that is population proportion, divided by under root capital P into capital Q, that is population proportion into Q, divided by small n, that is size of the sample. When you put all the values, you will get 4.94. Now table value at 1% level significance is 2.58. It is two-tailed test. The table I showed you in the last question, it is the same table and the same value. So calculated value, that is 4.94, is greater than the table value. So we reject the null hypothesis H naught. That is, the die is biased. We can conclude. So this is all for single proportion test. In the next class, we would be starting with difference of proportions and other topics. So till then, practice these questions and take care.